Hey everyone. So, welcome. I'm going to do a warm up before I get started on what I'm working on today, which will be Bella Gray episode 49. But before we do that, I'm going to do a quick warm up. Just something to kind of, get the arm loose and the joints lubed up, so to speak. So here we go. But before we do that, let's run the intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to Draft Ritual. Before I dive into working on the next Bella Gray strip or a comic book page that I'm working on, I like to spend a little time warming up. Today's warm up is just a pinup drawing based on a reference photo that I found on Pinterest. It's nothing too serious, just a chance to loosen up and get my hand moving. And, you know, get a drawing rhythm going before I actually start the day's work. I usually will begin with some loose gesture and skeletal lines. They're not meant to be pretty. They're just there to help, orient the figure on the page and establish a few reference points before I start committing to the drawing. It's almost like building a simple framework that everything else can hang from. I'm working in Clip Studio Paint, and you'll notice my sketch lines are light blue. That's a little throwback to traditional illustration. Back when I worked traditionally, we'd use non-photo blue pencil for our layouts because those lines wouldn't reproduce when making photocopies. Obviously, we don't have to worry about, that, with digital anymore, but I still, enjoy working that way. It's become part of my process. Once I have that gesture established, I start blocking in the larger shapes. Um, I'm using a fairly large brush at this stage because it kind of keeps me from getting caught up in, tiny details, too early. I'm thinking about the overall forms and silhouette and how everything kind of relates to everything else. And as you can see right here, I'm just kind of like, scaling and doing some reshaping. And usually once I kind of get the basic form down, that's when you'll see me kind of start drilling down and creating, cleaner line art from that, as I move through the piece. I'm constantly making little adjustments and, correcting proportions, clarifying forms as you see I'm doing right now. Just trying to tighten the lines. Um, it's really just, the process of refining the drawing one pass at a time until everything kind of starts to come together. And here I'm just kind of continuing to kind of refine the form a little bit. um, refining the shapes. As you'll kind of get to know me, I like my curvy women, so so that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm just kind of refining those curves a bit. So what I'm doing here is now that I've gotten the basic larger shapes, in place in a way that I'm pleased with. What I'm doing currently is I'm, you know, kind of clarifying those forms and making further adjustments and taking those larger shapes and actually refining them into cleaner actual line art. And here I am, um, just further refining, fleshing out the anatomy a bit. Drawing in the bikini. And I'm just trying to move in quickly because, I'm trying to kind of maintain my rhythm. And also, again, this is just a warm up. So I'm just trying to move quickly and, just warm up my arm a bit. Um, I woke up probably maybe about an hour and a half ago. So um, I'm really just trying to wake up my arm a bit, you know, and trying to move through this warm up as quickly as possible, so that I can actually, get started on the comic strip. And here I am. I'm just trying to clean up some of those lines. Those curves, just trying to figure out how I'm going to, or, just trying to figure out how I want it to look. And as you can see, I'm not following um, my rough outline as closely. I'm making decisions as I go. I'm kind of allowing the drawing um, to guide me a bit, but I'm not rigidly following um, my original construction lines. And I think that's good. I think that we have to kind of um, allow ourselves to discover things as we go along. We don't necessarily have to follow the original roadmap that we initiated um, at the beginning of the process. That's why it's a process. It's just kind of like things are unfolding as they unfold, and we kind of go with it. So so yeah, I'm not exactly following um, my original construction lines, as tightly or as rigidly, and that's done on purpose. And just adding in some further refinement because I think right about here I was making the decision that yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw down some inks on this, um, since I'll be inking a couple of panels for my comic strip today. I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and start warming up on the inks a bit. So, yeah, I think I actually made that decision right about here. So, yeah, that'll be coming up next. Just adding in some further refinement, it looks like. Um, you know, putting in the eyelashes. And I think what we're going to do here is probably go ahead and start speeding up the video a bit, because we don't want to make this video too damn long. Because I think I did this probably around, I would say, about 30-35 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up. And I'll see you guys at the end. And, as you can see, I'm just kind of working through this pretty quickly and just laying down some inks in preparation for the comic book page that I've got to work on um, coming up after this warm up. And so, as we near the end here, I just want to say, who's ever watching this, thanks for stopping by to watch it. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. And like, share, subscribe, whatever. Um, um, I'm grateful and appreciative for those that are stopping by to watch it and support me. I really do appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys soon.